Act as if, it's already done. I've put in my order. I got online, I purchased what I wanted. I'm waiting for it to be shipped to me. Same basic concept. Hi guys, my name's Jan and I'm with Dreams in Color. This is the second part video on how to be happy and how to manifest the things that you want in life. If you watch the first part, you know that the basic theme of everything, and I've talked about this in other videos, is to get rid of negativity in your life and to bring in positivity. You have to have a positive mindset. That means, your words, what you say, what you think, how you act, your general mindset, period. The universe basically tells you what it expects of you, what you need to do, how you need to act. And when you do those things, life becomes easier. You don't have to work so hard at things. Things just start coming to you. You're able to manifest the things that you want. You don't have to work so hard. You don't have to put in all these hours and all this energy going in early to work, staying late, working through your lunch hour, trying to get a raise, trying to get a promotion. You have to understand that the way that the world works is if you are the person that you need to be and you do the positive things that God and the universe ask you to do, they will take care of everything else. The raises that you want, the promotions that you want, the better job that you want, the better house, whatever. Just know that if you do your part, the universe and God take care of everything else. You don't have to work so hard at everything. Everything just comes to you. You don't have to look for it or go work towards chasing it. It just all comes to you. It may not come as fast as you want or when you want to. It's called divine timing. God and the universe juggle everything for your best and higher good, and everything comes in divine timing. Just don't get caught up in the details. Know that if you do what you are supposed to do and act in the way that you're supposed to act, everything else will fall into place. You don't need to worry about who, when, how, any of that. It doesn't matter. I've also learned when you stress over things, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen like I want it to? When is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? All you do is you're getting in your own way. You're postponing things happening. You have got to just decide what you want, manifest what you want, meditate about it, and let it go. Act as if, it's already done. I've put in my order. I got online, I purchased what I wanted. I'm waiting for it to be shipped to me. Same basic concept. You put in your request, and it's done. You're just waiting for it to be sent to you. That is the mindset that you have to have. Now the rules, this is another thing that I said in another video. Basically, life is a game that you want to win. It's like a video game. You simply have to learn the rules, learn how to play the game, and then just play the game the best that you can play, with the objective being you want to win in the end. Getting rid of negativity is number one. Now, that includes judging other people, gossiping about other people. You have to get a mindset that everybody is doing the best that they can do with what they are given. And everybody is at different levels. You don't know what other people have been through. You don't know what abuse or neglect they're going through, have gone through. You don't know what their childhood was like, what their parents were like. What they have had to go through in life, live through, deal with. You don't know what their current circumstances are. Just know that other people's business is not yours. As my kids say, stay in your own lane. Worry about you. Don't worry about anybody else. Stay neutral. If you get caught between two people or you get caught in an argument or a fight, don't choose sides. Stay out of it. Just be encouraging. Show people love and compassion and be encouraging. But know that everything that they are going through is for them to learn a lesson. Everybody has a journey. Everybody is here to learn lessons and to be on their journey to learn what they need to learn and get where they need to be. you getting involved in their drama, their battles, their situations, other than be a good supporting friend and just, saying, wow, I'm sorry you're going through this. Things will get better. Just show love and compassion. Stay neutral. Stay out of other people's business. Worry about yourself and your family. Your spouse, your wife, your husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever lives in your house that is your immediate family and your children. Don't worry about anybody else. They have to do their own journey. They have to be on their own journey and learn their own lessons. It doesn't involve you. You're just complicating their situation and complicating their journey. The best way to start out every day is to meditate. I know mornings are crazy, and trying to get you up and around, your spouse up and around, your kids off to school, whatever. I know it's crazy. It may even have to be 5 or 10 minutes in the car, or 5 or 10 minutes on the train or on the bus, or carpooling, putting your earbuds in and just putting some relaxing music on and just meditating. But I'm telling you, it will make the day so much easier, because basically what you're doing is you're pushing reset. You're going back to zero and you're setting your mindset for the day. You're basically just reminding yourself, okay, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be compassionate and loving. I'm not going to get involved in what's going on around me, other people's drama. I'm not going to allow other people to push my buttons. I'm not going to react to other people's negativity, because there's always drama. Whether you're going to work, whether you're going to the kids' school, doing charity work, there's always going to be a drama. There's always going to be somebody that's trying to start something or gossiping or whatever. You want to avoid that. That's another thing you want to do. Get negativity out of your life. Anybody that is about negativity, is about drama, is about problems, or somebody that their life is just a mess, you need to just exit out of that. Just get rid of those people in your life, because all it is doing is slowing down your journey, slowing down where you need to be, and slowing down what you are trying to accomplish. Get rid of all negativity that you can get rid of. I know that's easier said than done. Some of us are stuck with relatives, family, roommates, whatever. Maybe you can't get out of the immediate situation, so it's not always easy to just be able to cut people out of your life, but you have to find a way to avoid all that, even if it's just ignoring them, not reacting to them. I have people in my family, in my home, that are like that, and it makes things difficult, but you just have to learn having the best mindset you can. And meditating in the morning, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes, helps you set the tone and the mindset to get through your day better. There is also, you've heard the saying, I'm sure, you get what you give. Well, that pertains to this situation. The more positivity that you give out, the more positivity that you get in. I like to look at it, especially when I'm meditating, is there is a glass full of water. Okay, that water symbolizes negativity. When you meditate, you are meditating to get rid of that negativity, to drain the water of the glass. Just closing your eyes and breathing. I picture when I'm breathing, when I breathe out, I just picture like glitter, sparkling, being blown out into the air. I literally picture that negativity in my body being brought up and blown out. I continue to do that until I feel like the glass is empty. I've emptied all the negativity in my body. The more negativity you get rid of, the more room you have for positivity. You want to get rid of negativity, bring in the positive. So now you've reset your button for the day, you go on about your day. At the end of the day, after you get everything taken care of, everyone taken care of, do everything that you need to do, if it's before bed, at bedtime, whenever, you also want to do some meditating, because you've got to get rid of all that negativity that you have picked up through the day. Not only your negativity, but others' negativity that you've picked up along the way. Even if it was just the people that were riding on the bus, people that rode on the train, people that were riding in your carpool, people that you were in the elevator with, the person that sits next to you at work, whatever. You have picked up negativity through the day. Whether you realize it or not, Whether you had any control of it or not, you pick up negativity. It's just, you can't avoid it. So you want to get rid of all that negativity at the end of the day, because you don't want to go to bed with a negative mindset, with negative things on your mind. If you're anything like me, I know especially when I was younger and my kids were younger, I would not have time to process everything that happened during the day, or even think about everything that happened during the day, until I had everything done, the kids were in bed, and it was quiet. Sometimes not even until I went to bed. And I would just try to lay down, clear my head, and just wind down to be able to go to sleep. Well, my mind would automatically replay everything that happened during the day. I would process everything that happened, think about everything I needed to think about all the things that the kids told me, all the things that they had told me that I needed to do for the next day, what I needed to do to prepare for the day, what I was going to need to do the next morning, all of that. All that hits you. You want to flush all of that out. Even when you're laying down, if it's just closing your eyes, and just clearing your head, clearing your mind, just listening to some relaxing music and just running through all those things in your head, all those things in your mind. After you finish processing them and playing them back and thinking about everything that you need to think about, just laying down and listening to some quiet music and just flush all of it out. Get rid of all of it so that your mind is empty. So that in the morning, it's really easy to just reset. Push that reset button, start at 0. You've gotten rid of all the negativity. You're ready to start out positive. Your day is starting out positive. The more you get rid of at night, the less you have to do in the morning. Keep in mind that as you go through your day and you deal with coworkers, other parents, whatever, show them compassion and love. If there's anything that you can do to make their day easier, you see somebody struggling, you see somebody that's having a bad day, you don't know what they're going through. You really don't. And it's really, really hard to do, to not judge others. Maybe you see somebody with a really weird outfit on, a polka dotted top and striped pants, and you're thinking, good Lord, what were those people thinking? Or people that, their hair's all topsy-turvy, or their makeup's done funny, or whatever. You don't know what they're going through. Maybe their electricity is shut off. They didn't have any light this morning to be able to see how to put on their makeup, or, maybe there's no running water. They weren't able to take a shower, wash their hair. They weren't able to wash their clothes. Maybe their check got messed up, or they just lost their job, but they didn't have a check. They weren't able to wash their clothes. Any number of things that are going on in their life. You have no idea what's going on. You have no idea what they're going through. Maybe they're homeless. Maybe they just lost their home, or they just lost their apartment. They're staying on somebody's couch. They're not able to wash their clothes. They just had to quickly pack a bag, and they're stuck with whatever is in that bag. Maybe it's wrinkled. It's not clean, whatever. There's 100 things that can be going on. So you have to learn not to judge, not to gossip. You've heard the saying, there but for the grace of God go I. These days, the way the world works, it could take a couple of weeks or a month and you could be where they're at. Things can happen so quick. You can lose your job, your company can close down, you can lose a spouse, your spouse can leave you, somebody can die, somebody get injured, handicapped, 100 things can happen, and suddenly your life changes like that. Your circumstances happen just like that. It's sad to say, but our society runs on money. Everything is based on money. If you don't have any money, you can't do anything. Things can happen. Your check can get, screwed up. Your bank account can get, it just goes on and on. You get the gist of what I'm saying. Anything can happen, and your situation can change in the blink of an eye. So don't judge other people, because for all you know, next week that could be you. Next month that could be you. You don't want other people judging you. You're already going through enough. You're well aware that the outfit that you have on is dirty, or the clothes that you have on don't match. You already know. You don't need anyone to tell you. You don't need anybody to judge you. Believe me, the people that you're judging, they're well aware of their situation. They're well aware of how crazy they look. They don't need anybody making it any worse. Don't make anybody's life any more difficult than it has to be, because that's called karma, and that will come back on you. You're postponing you getting what you deserve and the things that you're trying to accomplish, the things that you're going after, the place you want to be in life, everything you're manifesting, all those rewards that you're trying to get, you're postponing them, or you're building up karma, which then gives you karmic debt, which you have to pay before you get all those rewards. Don't do that to yourself. Don't make life any harder than it has to be for them or for you, because you're affecting yourself as well. You're hurting yourself as well as hurting those other people. Keep in mind, people are doing the very best that they can do with the level of consciousness and the situation that they have. We are all at different levels. You know, some may do better than others. Some can handle things better than others. Some people are stronger than other people are. You don't know where they're at. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what their struggle is. Some people may not be as strong as you. Or maybe you just haven't gone through a situation like that, so you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to have to go through the battles that they're going through. Be very, very careful, because the universe may just decide to put you in that situation so that you understand what that person is going through, so that you understand not to judge people or gossip about people. You have to be very, very careful about karma, because karma will come back and get you. And that's not a battle that you want to take on, believe. Let's talk about what we can do to help others. They say 51% of your life needs to be giving to other people. You know, it's the simple things in life that you do that can be helpful. You know, you go to work and you see somebody struggling, they're having a bad day, or they just come to work and they're just not themselves. You know, maybe they don't look as neat and clean as they usually are. You know, somebody that usually has their hair done and their makeup done and they're dressed really sharp, they come to work one day, you know, and their hair's kind of off, makeup's not on, the clothes aren't, you know something's going on. Think to yourself, what can I do to make that person's day better? Or just ask them, hey, you know, what's going on? What can I do to help? It can be a million things. It can be, maybe you go downstairs and you get a cup of coffee for yourself, or you go to the break room and you get a cup of coffee for yourself. Get them a cup of coffee. You don't know what they're going through. They may not have any money to buy any coffee. You know, their electricity may not be on to be able to turn their coffee pot on. It's the little things that will make such a difference in somebody's day, and they'll appreciate so much that you thought of them to do something that small. That might totally turn their whole day around. Maybe you get ready to go to lunch and you notice they're not leaving to go to lunch. You know, it's 12 o'clock and everybody's going to lunch. They're not getting up and going anywhere. Maybe they don't have money for lunch. Maybe they don't have their car. Maybe their car got rebuilt last night. They don't have any way to go anywhere. I mean, it can be any situation, you don't know. But if you're in a position, say, hey, you know what? Why don't you come to lunch with me today? There's this really great restaurant that I found, and I've been wanting to go for such a long time and try it out. And you know, it's no fun to go by myself. Let me treat you to lunch, and let's go try this restaurant out. It'll be great fun. That way you're not pitying them and embarrassing them and making them feel bad, but at the same time you're doing something for them. Or, you know, hey, I'm running down to Taco Bell or Burger King and I'm going to pick me up something real quick. What could I pick up for you? Let me pick you up something. What would you like? I mean, if you're in a position to do it at all, you know how they say pay it forward? If you're able to do that, do it. Maybe, you know, paying somebody's toll on the way to work. You know, you pay your toll and say, hey, you know, I'd like to pay for the person behind me. Just paying it forward, just doing something thoughtful like that is just so refreshing and nice. You don't know how that really just suddenly wakes somebody up and goes, wow, that was really nice. It wasn't anything really big or expensive. It's the thought that counts, that you are thinking about someone else, doing for someone else. Because every time you do something for someone else, you're going to gain that back. Somebody's going to do something for you, or you're going to be blessed, usually blessed 10 times over. If you don't have money, that's okay. There's other things you can do. You know, maybe at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're done with your work. Your work's all done. You don't have anything else to do. But the person next to you maybe had to miss a day of work because their child was sick or their car broke down, and you see that that person is stacked up with work, and you're going to be able to leave earlier. You're going to be able to leave at 5 o'clock, but they're not. They got to make up that time, or they got to make up that work. Well, hey, it's 3 o'clock. Your work is done. You know, walk over and say, you know, Hey, let me help you out. I'm done with my work. Why don't I help you, and then we can both get out of here on time together? It isn't going to hurt you. It doesn't cost you anything. And you're really helping them out. They probably have kids at home. They have kids they have to pick up at daycare that have to be picked up by a certain time, or they're riding with someone else and they don't have a way to get home if they can't leave on time. Or, they need to be home and fixing dinner and doing homework with their kids and being there when their husband gets home. They have things that they have to do, and they have to get home just like you do. Helping them out so that they can leave on time, they can go home and take care of their responsibilities and the things that they have to do is really a huge, huge thing. It doesn't cost you anything. It isn't really asking that much of you. You're not really having to do that much, but it's a huge, huge thing to them. Try to get in the pattern of just doing things for other people. It doesn't matter how small they are. Think of other people. Be thoughtful. Be compassionate to other people. Believe me, the universe will repay you and reward you 10 times over. Another thing you want to think about is you want to be compassionate and loving towards other people, but be compassionate and loving towards yourself too. There's no reason to beat yourself up. Just try to be the very best person that you can be and do the very best that you can do every day. Don't have all that negative talk in your head. God, you're so stupid. Why'd you do that? Or why did I wear this outfit? This looks so stupid. What was I thinking this morning? Don't beat yourself up. Don't do that to yourself. Just like other people, you're doing the very best with what you've got to deal with. You're doing the very best every day that you can do. Some days are more difficult than others. Some days we do better than others. Everybody has an off day. It's all right. In the grand scheme of things, is it really that important? Does it really matter? You got through the day. You did the best you could. Don't beat yourself up. Just try to do better the next day. If you have a bad couple of days, okay, so you do. You'll do better next week. It's all right. Pick your battles with yourself and with others. Don't worry over the small things. Don't sweat the small stuff. Pick your battles. Worry about and put your energy into the bigger, more important things, the grander scheme of things, if you will, because that's what matters. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be negative towards yourself. It doesn't benefit you and it doesn't help you. If it's not positive, if it doesn't improve you or your situation, let it go. Don't bother yourself with it. Another thing you need to know, everything happens for a reason. The universe, God, they're the ones that run everything. You don't always have to question everything, but know, why did that happen? Why is this happening to me? Why didn't this happen? Why didn't this work out? Know that the universe and God are handling your situation in your life. Everything happens for a reason. You don't need to know why it's happening. You don't need to know why the explanation is. You don't need to know what the explanation is. Just know the universe and God are looking out for you. They have your best interest at heart, and they are manipulating and making sure that everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. Sometimes they take things out of your life to replace them with better. Sometimes things are not in your best interest. Some things are negative in your world. You may not see it that way, but they know better than you. They see the grand scheme of things. They are working everything in your life for your best interest. Don't worry about it. Let it go. Know there's a reason. You don't need to know what it is. Another thing you need to know, if you don't learn the lessons that the universe is trying to teach you, what God is trying to teach you, things are not going to change. You're going to continue in that same circle. You're going to continue reliving similar circumstances, and your life is not going to change. Your circumstance isn't going to change until you learn the lesson you're supposed to learn. You want life to get better. You want life to get easier. You want things to get better. Learn the lessons. Look at the things around you. Stop and think. Why did this happen? What is the lesson I'm supposed to learn? Because there is a lesson to everything that happens. That's why they say everything happens for a reason. There are lessons to be learned. That's why you're on this earth, is to learn those lessons. And until you learn them, nothing's going to get better. You and I both know you want to knock that out, learn what you need to learn, and move on. Because the faster you move on, the easier things are going to get and the better things are going to get for you. This is a game you're trying to play. Learn the rules, play it to win. You're trying to get to the end to get your rewards. Keep that in mind. That's all you need to know. Another thing you need to learn, don't blame others. It's real easy to say, oh, this person did this to me and that's why my day is just ruined. My person did this person did this to me and now it's put me in a bad mood, so now I'm just pissed off for the whole day. No, you don't blame others for things that happen to you. Again, goes back to everything happens for a reason. Do not blame others for your life, for your circumstances. Even though you may not have done anything on purpose to create the situation or the problem that you have, deal with your situation. It was given to you for a reason. Deal with it. Don't blame others. Don't take it out on others. It's your life. You're in your lane. Deal with your life and your circumstances. There is a reason for it. Stay neutral. Do not get involved in other people's business. Stay in your lane. Do not get involved in other people's business. It doesn't involve you. All you're doing is complicating your life and theirs, keeping them from the lesson they're supposed to learn, and keeping you from focusing on your life and the things you're supposed to do. Okay, guys, I think those are the rules of the game. What you need to know, I've shared with you everything that I've learned, everything I've learned in my research, everything that I've read about, everything that I've learned personally, and the things that I've picked up on my journey. I'm on my journey and I'm doing it just not only for myself, but for others. That's the purpose of my channel, is to share my information and my experiences, what I learn, what I read about, so that I can help save you time, energy, effort, and money. I hope I helped you today. I hope I have given you some knowledge to make life easier, explain things to you, make you understand a little better how life works and how to get through life. And of course, the purpose of this video is for you to get to a point in your life where you're happy, you have peace, and you're able to gain all the rewards and all the things that you've manifested that you want, to get to the end of the game, to be rewarded for everything that you've done. Thank you for your time and effort. I appreciate you coming to my channel and watching my video. If you're new, hey, I hope you gained something and I hope you come back to see me. I've got lots of new videos coming up and lots of new subjects. If you're one of my regulars, thank you for sticking with me. Each time is going to get better. Each subject is going to be better. I've got so many new videos coming out. I think this is the 4th one I've done today, and I've got so many things to share with you. I'll see you again in a couple of days. Thank you so much. Bye.